Well, after working for 2 weeks to do the finishing, both the black lacquer on the base and the urethane and stain on the top, I'm finally now ready to work on reassembling, and I'm going to start with the pull-out tray. The black lacquer's had almost 5 days to dry and cure, so it should be reasonable to start working with it now. It's hardened up a little bit more. It took a little tidying of the shop, and now I'm ready to go. I labeled all the parts before I took it off so they can go back in the exact same fit. The dado fits tight enough to the base that I had to just kind of scuff sand any of the finish overspray out of there, and I'm marking how deep it needs to go. I've got the front on completely. I'm putting the back on. I won't get it all the way on, but I'll get it started, and then I can start putting the other pieces on. Used a little 16th inch drill and just drilled like 3 little holes here on each side to just so I knew that those things matched up. I couldn't use a pencil or anything because after I painted it black lacquer, there'd be no way of seeing. But these won't be seen once it's assembled. Last screw installed and tight, so now the pull-out tray frame is all done. I can flip it over and start working on installing the metal slides. Now that the pull-out tray is in and the slides are adjusted, I'm putting an additional screw on both ends of the slide per the manufacturer's recommendation. Because of the amount of leverage this pull-out has, those are the 2 points that gets the most strain. To provide some additional support for the front legs, I made these custom metal angle brackets that will be able to be attached right here in the front. The screws that go up through the top still will be able to slide back and forth as the top expands and contracts, but it'll keep the leg from wanting to flex or go that way and just provides a little additional support. Back to working on the table today. The final coat of satin urethane on the top has had 3 days to dry and cure. And now I'm going to do a step that I like to refer to as finishing the finish, which I'm going to use this very fine 1000 grit sandpaper that's on a foam sponge. And I've been over the whole thing, and that just takes off any minor imperfections or any little lap mark or anything. And now I want to bring it to a consistent level of sheen, so I'm using 4/0 steel wool. It's ultra fine. It's really got consistent fibers that's really made for furniture polishing. So I lubricate the surface by spraying on some mineral spirits and then polish with the grain and then wipe it off. It really brings it to a, just a buttery smooth finish. I've been using this brand of polishing steel wool for many years. It's made in Europe. It always used to be made in the UK. It has very fine grains. It doesn't crumble like cheap steel wool, and there's no rogue strands of coarse that could leave scratches, and it's also completely oil-free. If you don't rinse and wipe the surface down, what happens is what we can see here on the end grain. The mineral spirits has evaporated, and there's a thin white film left there. That's actually the removed finish. Well, the camera can't capture just how smooth it is, but it is silky smooth, so we've really accomplished what I wanted. The top is now buffed off and cleaned. Nice even sheen. Well, today's finally the day when I get to put the finished top on the finished base. I have all the figure 8 fasteners in place, and I put them kind of in their midpoint, since we're probably about in the mid cycle of this top expanding and contracting between winter seasons and summer seasons. I've got the custom angle brackets mounted, so now it's a matter of moving the top in, getting it centered properly over the base. I'll put the pull-out tray in, and then I can work in from the bottom, drilling the holes and putting screws in through the figure 8 fasteners. Trying to give you a close-up view of just how pretty the green is on the top of this table. Very difficult to pick up from a distance. It really came out nice. It's great to have the table finally assembled and in its final form, but I really wanted to capture some good photos of it, and it's about impossible to do under shop lighting. So with some guidance from some photography friends, I've gotten to working with this setup, which is a seamless white paper background setup with several strobe lights that reflect off these big umbrellas, and it's taken at a really high shutter speed, so the ambient light isn't really part of the photography question. The camera is mounted high and back on a tripod, and it syncs with the strobes.